So units in the south have been moved. We have quite a bit of traffic problems here in the center. The action in the center was kind of disappointing, that we have units here, but the likelihood of these guys getting through is actually not that great. The major problem is that we don't have enough action points to make strong pushes against these well fortified city positions. Here we would have a better situation. We actually have artillery within range. So there is still some hope. How about here? We even have some Panzer artillery fire that could be centered over here. But yes, I don't know. I think just the tank attack over here would do. They don't have enough anti-tank weapons. Although in the city fighting, bazookas are actually a bit effective. Here we have completely unmoved unit, but they are pioneers. Actually, in some operations, pioneers were not even allowed to do any offensive operations because they are so important. They are important in building those bridges and repairing them. So that's why I'm a little bit concerned using pioneers to do any major offensive operations. But we actually have a couple of Nebelwerfers here still that I've been thinking about using. Here with the 2nd Panzer Division, I'm like kind of split. What should I do with this unit that is now encircled in these woods? Because using tanks to attack the woods doesn't seem like a smart thing. I don't really have like leg infantry close by. I can have artillery put into these city positions so they wouldn't get cut off, but the issue is that if this unit, if they move and cut any of these roads, my front units wouldn't be getting any supply. So that's like a major problem then. So this is a little bit tricky situation. Here are our forward elements, the 2nd Panzer Division. Like, according to our intel, there is no enemy units in sight. We would just need to get to the closest major road and then push westwards to Bastogne. So this is the ultimate, I would call it like an intermediate objective of this offensive. As fast as possible to Bastogne. And then from then onwards, I don't even know. But yeah, this is going to be very different terrain once we get down here. Completely, mostly just flat and open So the challenge is also to have like artillery follow by and not to let your forward units get too isolated. But okay. There are a couple of major blocking units right now. This is not that big of a priority. I'm thinking encirclement of this unit could even be acceptable. We have still some artillery that we haven't moved. Apparently, these have all used their action points. This guy we have in the forest. In the forest waiting. The enemy is here in the fields. Our recon tells that they have 58 entrenchment. So, and they are still in good condition. But yeah, those are some. And the enemy has also some tanks here in the southern sector. Yeah, just trying to remind myself of the situation. So okay. Is there really nothing that we can do? Nothing that we can do about this unit here. Just taking that city would be so important. But I want to be realistic. And I don't think there is hope in trying to take it with just a simple Panzer Grenadier regiment. High experienced units. But I think they would need support from multiple sides. So that would need to be the way. Then we have more pioneers here. I think we can just send the pioneers where we are expecting to do river crossings. The road situation over here is rather okay. This is much worse roads. So I could even be inclined to send it there, but there's a crossing here. So okay, maybe we just let this pioneer battalion follow the forward elements. We have more Werfers. These 15th Werfer Brigade, their range is kind of short. These 150 Werfers, they are not as high range weapons as the other ones. Now I have this artillery stacked. Do we get any bonus because we are on high ground here? But yeah, it's minus 70% because the landscape has such a massive modifier. We would have better chances attacking this position. What is the difference between these two? Yeah, this is clearly minor city like minor city 2. And then on this other place, Bockholtz, it's just a rural town. Approaching this unit because we have no intel what is there. I could be inclined to do this kind of flanking maneuver with the pioneers. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And now we got the intel. That's very good. Where should we put the leg infantry? We need somebody to protect now the guns. We could expect the enemy to respond. Recon point 61. So it's howitzers. So it's only 6 howitzers. Yeah, I think an attack with these Werfers would be very much enough. Take care of that unit. Maybe an overkill even. But let's try to take it so we can see if we could attack this position. Probably not, because they are on a higher slope. The height level difference is here. So Holtmeyer probably can't attack there. They can only get within range and maybe shoot once. But that's not really practical. So let's use these Werfers. Maybe an overkill, but let's try. Yeah, we took two of those. Now these Werfers are like out of ammunition. They have to replenish. Could I put this unit actually instead of combat mode to march mode? It will cost 25 action points. But yeah, they have to march. I'm going to be marching these guys through here. And all of the artillery is going to be moving. And let's try to get the field guns a little bit closer. Yeah, these units have low supplies out there. These Werfers will not be that successful or that useful. These guys just don't have the range to attack anything. Right here. Oh yeah, but I was moving all of them at once. I guess that was the reason. How about some artillery? Soften this place up. Probably not going to be that effective though. I would rather have something else with those units. So we have a lot of tanks. They have highly fortified positions. '63 is our recon level. We couldn't do a successful tank attack yet, even if we wanted to. I think we can also put this unit to march mode instead of... Are you sure? All parts. No, I just want to switch this particular unit. That in the next turn we can move it a long way. Apparently it inverts the color of this action point counter here in the unit cards. 1 to 7. Our recon is relatively high on this tile, but we still don't know anything. We have some infantry here. I think I'm going to actually take some tanks. Consider going to this Troyes Verge. Troyes Verge. Okay. Seems like a reasonable place to go. Instead of getting locked down in here in this kind of a nasty city battle, there's always the opportunity to go around and flank. These Panzers could do that. On the other hand, is there a benefit in pushing over here? Well, these units will be pushing there anyway, so I don't think that is a high priority. Yeah, let's reconcentrate our forces a bit. But first we can do a warfare attack. I don't think it's worth it against that. I don't think it's worth it against either of these units. They are all very secretive. I could send the tanks to the heavy woods. That would clear many of our problems. I would just want to probe first to see what is in there in the first place, so I guess I will do some probing. Holtmeyer. Yeah, I'm not going to be using these buck guns. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah, Holtmeyer should probe. Just check what is in there. We take actually 1 Panther lost. So now we know what is in there. It's a anti-tank gun position. Yeah, let's put everything that we got. Which units could do the maximum damage? Let's try with this one. One anti-tank gun left. Take it out. Okay, their readiness has gone down quite significantly, so that could... And their entrenchment is also very low. I would like it to be a bit lower though, but... Fuck guns. I think my guys will probably, their entrenchment is now so low, so, and their readiness is quite bad. So these guys could even take this out. Do an all-out attack. Seems like a really bad idea, but I don't really have any other mobile assets to spare. Yeah. Do an all-out attack. We took out one bazooka. We didn't do that much damage. Our recon is massive. Massive on this place. Those attacks would be such an overkill. It's only one anti-tank gun basically anymore. Now that my unit over here is in this forest, they are in heavy forest, they probably will not be sighted, but we would like to cut off this area. So in the next turn we could like cut off the enemy's retreat here with these mobile units. Secure these crossings would be very vital. How bad is that mortar fire? Probably not that bad, but this would be a really nasty city battle. So I'm not really super excited about that. I could take the Stooks. Stooks could do a regular attack over here. They could improve their morale. But even losing one Stook in this kind of attack, that would seem so pointless. But let's do it anyways. All out. Yeah, we take it out. Now our tanks can actually move through here. We could go down here even if we want to. I think this position needs more artillery fire before we can do any assaults on that position. It's good that our Kampfgruppe Gutmann had enough movement points to protect his Nebelwerfer. If that enemy unit decided to start going down, they could have attacked downhill from here and maybe wiped that unit out. So Nebelwerfers. Nebelwerfers have a couple of options. The supply situation is bad. I think we should just wait, maybe. they can perform a better attack. But okay, this tank unit. This tank unit, it shouldn't go without any other units like accompanying it, so we should do concentrated attacks only. Now it's just a matter of direction. Do we want to take this main road over here? Would that be useful for us? Saint Vith is over here. Yeah. I guess we could help out our forward units. Because we could even get this far. Unless we get intercepted, of course. Let me just move these infantry units first. So these guys are in a light forest. We have massive amount of Nebelwerfers here. We could maybe probe the enemy here, although they have really high entrenchment. Getting any big hits could be kind of difficult. They are on the same height level than us. We could do a lot of damage. Let's first move this von Kochenhausen. Yeah, I think I'm going to send this Panzer regiment to support these units. Just to make sure that we can encircle these enemy units over here. Or we can just destroy them in combat. We have actually so much troops here concentrated, so that might not be necessary. How about here? Light forest. That could actually work for us. If we want to get here fast. 99, 94. I kind of like this better. Let's do ranged attack with this unit. Do we want to take some naval warfares? Yeah, that seems pretty sick attack. To make it more impactful, we can of course probe, but I was thinking that we, instead of probing, we gonna attack with our units. Let's go. Three to 1. Although I'm not really liking those odds, to be perfectly honest. Our recon wasn't that high. It wasn't high enough. This enemy here in the city, we just can't see it. That can always happen, you know. You get ambushed. $71. This looks like an easy target to attack. Attack against. Let's do just a regular attack with this leg infantry. We have the high ground advantage. Okay, we didn't manage to win completely. We just reduced their forces. Now we have a really high recon on that unit. We would need something like warfares maybe, or something that could take down soft enemy targets fairly easily. Let's see what are our options. I think I want to leave this for shelling this unit here. Although this has a really low entrenchment. How much entrenchment for these? 44 for those guys. Okay. I'm going to use this artillery here. But okay, their entrenchment went up now. Yeah, that's the thing, like when you attack, yeah, now it's 61 again. So attacking against this would be again another attack to entrenched positions. We would get quite a bit of a buff for the offensive power yeah. When we are having this unit attacking also ranged attack. We lost one mortar. Okay. 31. I think these guys could be quite easily taken out with some Panzers. (24-1). Is there gonna be an enemy unit here in the city? Let's see. We should know, really. I'm really surprised if there is. I'm going to do this first. Still nothing. There wasn't anything, okay. We can do 4-sided attack on this position. Although I would prefer these guys getting this river crossing. So maybe just 3-sided. 4-sided would get, yeah, pretty massive modifiers. (59). They have like one mortar to give mortar fire. Oh. I'm going to take some artillery out of this sector to try to reduce their numbers a bit. Yeah, now we finally do some damage with our artillery. Thank you. Finally. And I guess the rest could be just done quite easily with a basic leg infantry team. Morale is 9. Readiness is 10. They will be overwhelmed. So let's just these guys seem to be surprisingly tough. Like the combatants are really saying that they can do more damage than what I expect. Now they should finally give up. Yes. Yeah, I think those combatants were a little bit overestimating the enemy there. Okay, we actually have a chance to secure this river crossing. That would be really, really important. If all goes well. But there might be an enemy unit here, that's what it means. I guess the pioneers could go first. Pioneers shouldn't be attacking. So now we have crossed this river here. 32. Or maybe I'm going to try to push with these guys. We got some intel. We are in heavy forest here right now, that's really good. I could secure this intersection. I think I will do that. But I won't be using the tanks for it. Okay, good. Now we have pretty good intel what is going on here. This is a tough nut to crack, this unit. It's like a little bit annoyingly here in the rear. These are also pioneers. Yeah, I wouldn't want to use pioneers for the attack, so Fusiliers it is. Like, yes, we can reach up here, but is there any benefit in going there? I think the biggest benefit would be securing these major roads. So the major road over here. If we think about the objective of this whole 116th Panzer Division, I think it's Guvi. Guvi could be that objective. Whereas the 2nd Panzer Division, it is Baston. And for the Panzer Lehr Division, I think it is Wiltz. Wiltz over here. The southern units, I think Ettelbruck is a reasonable objective. And then just consolidate Eschdorf, Martelan. Do they want to do I want to go to Arlon? Like a really big city in here. But okay. I would really want to know what is going on in here. I would have 6 action points left. I'm just afraid that that's not going to be enough. I think we could go with the tanks here. Let the enemy be here. Like we have opportunities to shell the enemy if we want even more than right now. I think we might even want to shell this, because if they bombard these 2 units, that could leave us in a little bit of a nasty situation. I'm just going to do it even though they don't have that much supplies. Just do it. Yeah, that was a okay attack. We can put the Panzers in here. If we value more this crossing here. Here we have already crossed. So this is supposed to be like secure position. It's just the dirt roads. Dirt roads everywhere here. I'm just trying to calculate what is the benefit of taking this instead of just going up here north. Remembering the overall objective, which is here Baston. Is there any point in fighting in these areas over here? Because in my mind, not necessarily that's a good idea. So let's just push the Panzer forward. Take this dirt road, then take the normal road, and then through the highway. I think that's going to be our approach. In order for these Tuks, like if we really want to take this, we could attack from 3 sides. That is a possibility. Or I can just send these Tuks over here and we take together this position here. Taking this would secure the flank for these guys when they push forward. Or taking this, which to me seems more important, would secure the supply route for these tanks. That is currently just these dirt roads. Having that as a good road would really make a difference. So okay. Okay, the Stooks got shelled. Nothing happened. They just lost some readiness. Yeah, we have to use the Werfers, everything that we got on this position. I think so. And this unit has its own task to take Traufeld. Yeah, I don't think that is happening. Yeah, there's a lot of action points with these units, but to be honest, I don't know what to do with them. These are all planes. I could spread out a little bit. Put like the infantry to the light forest. So an artillery strike wouldn't be that catastrophic anymore. I was thinking, yeah, capturing this crossing would be really cool. But the enemy is kind of effectively blocking us here. Height level 2, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily smart for us to move this unit here. Even though we could get it to hug the enemy. Probably just not worth it. I can probe and then I can assign more firepower. Or I could just do... I could do this. Oh, with this would be much more deadly attack. However, these guys are barely even entrenched. Eight to 1. What if I take the pioneers in? I don't necessarily want to take the pioneers. But I could. They have still some fighting power in them. We get 20% modifier. We would get a higher modifier if we put these guys in here. I think I'm going to put them just that we can get the modifier. Let's do an attack without pioneers. Yeah, that was a big battle. Yeah, 110 survived. They lost a bunch of trucks. They basically only leg infantry was left. Leg infantry, 180 gun. And we lost a bunch of men too, but they lost more. Their entrenchment is only 8. $67. Let's go together with all out attack. Attacker won again. We lost nobody. Now they are completely beaten and withdrawn next to the bridgehead. Luckily we covered the roads, so these guys have no escape. Their only objective could be that they want to blow up the bridge. He can still pursue the enemy. Ten to 1. All out attack. Okay, we lost 20. 1 mortar. The enemy lost all. Nothing left. They basically surrendered. Just planes in here. Let's do something like this, that unit goes there. And then these guys continue moving forward. I don't want to do any river crossing attacks. I want to attack from the rear. We have the pioneers. Let's just take all of these, all of the group. Get the group over here. And we can put the pioneer guy here just to secure that these guys don't like sneak up on us. This would be a cool observation position. I recommend taking it. Yeah, we can look down on them there. This is quite strong enemy unit over here. And we have a good recon on that unit, so I think we could utilize that high recon value. They have 2 anti-tank guns, 310 troops, only 56 entrenchment though. They are rather inexperienced units. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay. I'm going to be moving these artillery units a bit. Let's see. I would want to have a big bombardment. What is this unit? Werfer Brigade. Where from though? Where do we have Werfer Brigade? Show me on the map. Where are the available units? So here is the Werfer Brigade. Okay. So it's there. So it's in our sector. I'm just testing out these. So Werfer Brigade as such. Werfer Brigade with some artillery. So this is like they are getting some direct fire here. No, it's not that unit though. How much attack or action points? 6. 6 action points. If I do ranged. And then I select also Werfer. And I also select some artillery. Seems like a good mixture. 3,500, 3,007, 3,748. '76 recon. Having a little bit higher recon could do so much wonders. Just a little bit higher. Yeah, but I don't think we have it. Well, this way. This way, sure. Can we encircle the enemy? Can we encircle them here to this position? Sadly, no. But we can at least shell them quite badly. Here the enemy would be in the fields. But yeah, we know more. We know more here, so okay. Let's take them in. Yeah, these are good odds. Just do it. Yeah, those are big casualties. They are significantly reduced now. Yeah, that's an artillery overstacking. Overstack. I think I'm actually going to move this Pioneer Battalion. We get some knowledge what is happening over here. Quite interesting actually. Nah, these attacks are not really worth it. Let's move the infantry, I mean the artillery a little bit closer. But I think we did some fairly good progress. I'm now looking at the situation here in the center. Only this unit hasn't really moved its full potential. Move cost 50. Can anybody do like a ranged? Where is that guy that can do? Is it here? No. They have 4 movement. It's this guy. This guy can do that. Okay. And then we have some Panzer artillery. How far away is that? Like, where is that artillery fire coming? Because it still has the full movement points. Show me it in the map. It's coming from here. Okay. So there is one artillery unit here hiding. That would probably take the enemy out without the need to do any mortar attacks. Yeah, I guess so. We would have one thing less to worry about, or we could just move it forward and do this attack by these guys. They have 2 big howitzers that they can respond with. Scary howitzers. Yep. Yeah, I hope we don't take a lot of damage. Let's see. Okay, we damaged, or we destroyed 1 howitzer, 1 truck, 1 tractor. So there's only 1 howitzer left that can even do anything. Oh, that's not worth it to waste our precious equipment. We could even get right here close to this city if we want to. I don't think I want to. Seems like a scary idea. Yeah, it just looks like an open road over here. Oh yeah, and then we have the question of these werfers. We could even do an attack with this guy. We could even make sure, yeah, we should destroy rather this than this. At least put one warfare attack to this guy. 69 recon. Can any of our units get a little bit closer to gain more recon on that unit? Well, these guys could get closer, but I would rather not. Let's just use them. Can we increase our odds? No, we can't. We just lower them. So better first go. We hit only the trucks. Not really the result we want. Yeah, do the ranged attack here. That's big damage. I still don't like the odds though. They are sneaky, they would go here and then move here. But if they move to the city, I probably will shoot from that position. Okay. Still have some artillery that we haven't used. I think we can just bring it closer. High ground modifier, we would get all kinds of modifiers now. How about the enemy? I think I kind of like these odds. I don't think we are going to get any better ones against this unit, so 695. These are pioneers. So but yeah, they have to attack because we need that concentric attack modifier. And we also have the high ground. So let's do it. We lost 20 pioneers. Of course it had to be the pioneers who went in and died. 20 Volksgrenadiers. Those things don't really matter as much. 1 Panzer. Yeah, the enemy has really low readiness right now. What is their entrenchment? It's just 1. Do we have anything to hit them? Hit them again with readiness only 18. It would be so little. We can do an artillery strike. We can do like a ranged attack in combination with an artillery strike, I think. We can put the Panzers. They have 2 Panzers pack guns. Like Panzer pack guns. Which one is better? Both are kind of bad. And then all of this artillery. How about a mixture of these two? Okay, they don't get a high ground bonus if we don't attack with those. So maybe we just shell then with these artillery units. And this guy. And what if we would include this? Yeah, it wouldn't do a difference, so let's use these. Okay, we took out some more enemy units. And now they started to gather some entrenchment. That was rather okay. Yeah, they have the high ground modifier, so it's not worth it to try to push for another attack. Now these guys look kind of exposed when they are so easy to identify here. So maybe I just move them back. I think I have to kind of move them back into this city position. I don't want this artillery to be shelling this tile and me taking massive damage. So go back. That was a waste of effort. Okay, I'm going to call this an episode. Thanks for watching. I think this is really fun and relaxing game. You don't really have to do like as many calculations in your head as maybe in War in the East, but still there is a lot of strategic elements and tactical elements that you have to consider. But let's see how the offensive proceeds. I was kind of mixing units in this episode, but hopefully in the next ones I can be like going more systematically from south to north in the sector, but then I hope I can get the epic pen to work so you can see what I was planning to draw, like where should we be pushing and with what units, because I think we have to make those decisions right now, otherwise it's going to be like a headless assault into nothing. But thank you and see you soon. Bye.